Hey guys, Cameron here with Emerson Property Management. Every week I bring you tools, tactics, strategies, lessons I've learned, things I've helped me build up a sizable portfolio in about 2 years. Now manage that portfolio. Today, it's a little bit different format. I want to show you guys something. I hope I can actually turn this around. Can I do that? We're gonna try. I'm gonna have to do it. I can't do the flip. It's not gonna do it. So I want to show you guys something. You see this big place here? French doors. Let me get even better. See? Bed, living room, dining room, kitchen, shower. Let's even go to the other side. Boom, boom. Closet, countertop, toilet. Now, why am I showing you this? Because today I want to talk about some of the sacrifices we make, right? So, I personally have over a couple dozen units, and I am living in a 400 square foot garage apartment. I just showed you guys that's my whole entire place. So what does that matter? Well, look at it. You know, on the outside, you see people driving Lamborghinis, or you might see people who do a couple real estate deals, and you think they're acting like they're doing making $1 million a year, living in a friggin' crazy mansion. This is what success actually looks like, in my opinion, take it for what it's worth. But when you guys go out, The Psychology of Money is a book I just recently read earlier this year, and it talks about wealth is what you don't see. And I think that's hugely, hugely true. All that stuff somebody had to buy, whether it's leased or whether it's owned or whatever, those people are materializing their money. And so they're spending on things that are depreciating. Unless they buy, obviously, a rental property, their home that's costing a lot in a monthly mortgage. So I've lived in this place for coming up on 2 years now. I replaced my income by living in this place. I've always reduced my housing expenses. So Scott Trenchard mentioned that in Set for Life. You know, time and time again, you hear that about house hacking, Brandon Turner. It's one of the largest expenses that you have. So I was able to reduce my housing expense to $400 to $600 a month while I was still making great money. And like I said, while I had made my money from my job and was making another equal amount from real estate, and I was still living here. So I kept my expenses small. So now that allowed my property management business, as well as my rental business, all the rental properties, to cascade. I was able to hit that exponential piece because I was never spending the principal. I was piling as much money as I could into real estate. Thankfully, I got lucky and real estate has taken off, but also making these kind of things, people would come over here and they laugh. You know, I've got, like I said, over a couple dozen units or a couple dozen properties, and people still laugh that I'm living like this, but it's so imperative in my mind. This is the stuff that makes you successful. It's not the guy that goes out and makes 50 grand on a flip. That's fantastic. But then he or she goes out and takes a trip to Hawaii, buys a new car. You just took all of your gain and you spent it on something dumb or something that, isn't going to have that perpetual benefit. So I just want to do that because I'm actually moving out of this place soon, stepping up a little bit in the world. But I wanted to show you guys that this is really what some of it takes sometimes. People would laugh at me in the office. They would call me a vagrant. They would say, I can't believe you do that. But they didn't get it. They just didn't get it, that I was on hell bent to get out of the rat race. And these are some of the things you guys have to do and be willing to do. You have to be able to put in late nights, early mornings, make sacrifices on driving the nicest car, living in the nicest place. You guys can do all that. It's just, if you're not trying to, build up and escape the rat race in 5 years, you can do that in 10 years, in 15 years. You can still live in nice places and whatever. But as soon as you start reducing those expenses, that's when you can shorten the time frame, and it's impressive because you can do it in 3, 5, 6, 7 years. That's it, guys. That's all I wanted to show you. Please don't take this as bragging or anything like that. I just wanted to show you guys that there are sacrifices that are being made by everybody who's successful. Some people had a silver spoon in their mouth and they got lucky, right? But most of the time they had to put in 80, 100 hours of work a week. They might have had to take out substantial loans on their businesses. Who knows what they're going through, but most people have to make sacrifices. And if you guys want to do it, I guarantee you can do it in 5 to 10 years. Start making some sacrifices. Don't follow the Instagram goofballs and gurus and the crypto traders and all that crap that are sitting outside of cars and fancy cars and hotels and eating nice dinners and stuff. It's just madness. Don't fall for that. This is what it takes. Guaranteed. Thanks, guys. I'll see y'all next week. If you have any comments, questions below, you don't believe me, you want to call me full of shit, this is literally where I live. Comment below, shoot me a text, whatever. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all. I'll see you next week.